Good morning, lovelies. How are you? Kerry here. And for those of you that don't know me, my name's Kerry Waring. I'm a psychic medium investigator. And one of the things that I'm passionate and love to do is help developing mediums strengthen and enhance their connection to spirit so that they can really improve and enhance their readings and be the successful and confident mediums that they really want to be. So, and one of the things that you'll find here is that I never really will sit here and say, hey, I just will wait till everyone comes on before I start talking about what's really important. That's when I hop on a live and I find that happening, I generally switch off pretty quickly because I know we're busy. You know, I'm busy, you're busy, our time is valuable, and I don't have time to wait for people to get to the point, basically. So I generally get straight into it. So please, if you are on the call, I can see that there's a few of you, just let me know, say hi, you know, happy to do that today. One of the things we're talking about today is where is mediumship headed and how's that going to look and what's that going to mean? I'm super excited about this topic. And also too, we have some time. I'm definitely going to open up to take some questions and offer you some insight. There are some guidelines if you want a reading today. The guidelines are the fact that you do need to like the page. I ask that you share the live stream and then you comment that you've done that and you ask a specific question. I only deal with specific questions. There's no general reads here today because that speaks to me of your need and the fact that it's, you know, we only have a limited amount of time here today. So, hi, Cindy, how you going? Thanks for being here. I want to talk to you about mediumship and its evolution. And I know for years, I've been hearing from spirit every so often that mediumship is evolving. And how we know mediumship right now, the fact that it's centralized around connecting with your loved ones that have passed, that is going to remain the foundation. That is going to stay. However, the more and more people that step into doing mediumship for themselves, we're going to find an evolution beyond that. And so mediumship is always going to have that core connection of connecting to spirit and bringing through evidence and proof of the afterlife. However, we're going to find it evolve into more beyond the purpose of working with someone's grief. So, and I'll give you a prime example of what I mean and what I'm talking about. And I'm really excited that this is out there and happening. And I don't know if many of you have read this book. Let me just see if I can get it in the Medical Medium. It's by Anthony Williams. Now, in the first chapter, he talks about the fact that since the age of 4, he has had what we would call like a spirit guide, you know, a conversation with spirit on day-to-day basis, you know, physical presence for him of a spirit standing there. However, the conversation between him and the spirit has only ever been about one topic, and that's health. But it's been specific. It's been ahead of its time. It's been helpful beyond measure for lots and lots of hundreds of thousands of people. And it's evidence of that spirit connection. And this is, for me, hi, Lee. Oh, you have all of them? Great. That's my first one. I'm still yet to step into it fully, but I think there's lots of information, and I just love the fact that he's really representative of this new evolution that we're going to see with mediumship. We are going to see more and more of it. I know over the years, I've had lots of students that have found their own unique experience with their mediumship. You know, some examples might be they're actually working in counseling, and some of the information that they get from the loved ones, they might have the experience of working with a client, just to take a step back, in their counseling sessions, and they have the approach of their clients' loved ones, you know, grandma, grandpa, whatever it might be. And in that moment, they're receiving information to help with the counseling. It's not like they go into a mediumship reading, not at all. They just use the information. That might be one example. Another example would be the fact that, you know, it evolves into a focus with animals, you know, and animal communications, and connecting with the spirit of animals, you know, but it had a basis of mediumship in the beginning. I know for me, my mediumship it's forever evolving and changing, to be honest. But I know for me, just coaching and mentoring and help others find their own connection to spirit and their mediumship is one thing that has been a big theme in my work for the last 20 years. You know, so and so it's a different purpose for why mediumship exists. And we're going to see more and more of this as, you know, the people step into their mediumship and use it for their spirituality, and they dig deep into their heart. You know, their life purpose and their passion for mediumship will come together, and it'll bring mediumship to us in so many ways. And as I said, you know, that the core of mediumship won't change. I feel like there's always going to be the core basis of messages, insight, proof, evidence, all of those things, proof of the afterlife, proof that there is something so much bigger than what we see before us. You know, that stuff's not going to change, but we are going to see more individuality. We're going to see more expression of that, and we're going to see more unique ways of people bringing their mediumship to the world. Now, what does that mean? It means that if you're a medium, whether you're a developing medium, whether you are expanding that aspect of you, whether you're an experienced medium with years of mediumship under your belt, it doesn't matter. But what we need to know is that this is, hi June, what it means is we need to be open. We need to be open to inspiration, because this means you're not going to be able to look at how everyone else is doing their thing and just following along that formula. You're not going to be able to do that. It's going to be a journey to unfold your uniqueness in it. You need to be comfortable with stepping outside of the box. And yes, you may be worrying about what other people are going to think and how you're going to be judged, but you're going to have to go, well, my need to be me is bigger than that, you know. So, and you're going to have to be a little brave to be at the forefront of this evolution of mediumship. So, but that's, you know, that we're all here doing this together. So if you feel like you need a supportive tribe helping you discover that, helping you implement it and bring it about, then hey, that's what we're here for on this page. Now, one of the things, if what I'm talking about is resonating with you, then you will know, you will have those urges. You will, if it resonates with you, it means heads up, that's where you're going to head, okay? But also too, look for the thoughts and the inspirations that you've already been having. And playful, yes, Jem, yes, Jem. That's right. We're going to be out there having lots of fun and bringing it through, you know. Playful, that just, hi, Bridget. It's sort of, when we talk about playful, it means all that comes to mind for me is dolphins, because they're the spirit guide card for me. So it's like, okay, maybe it means we're talking to dolphins with our mediumship, you know, who knows? But at the end of the day, like, just be brave enough to sort of explore it, to go there. And one of the things that I know is that if you've been feeling this is your truth, if this is the guidance that you receive, then we know that to keep growing your mediumship, to keep expanding your personal growth, then it must be something that you walk that path, that you explore. And a prime example for me is over the last 6 months or more, this psychic medium investigation thing has been spirit knocking on my door, you know, spirit hounding me, you know, randoms hanging about, really. But I also know that the way that they're bringing it to me and the path that I need to walk is not your traditional psychic medium investigator. Now, I don't know what it really looks like. All I know is I have to put one foot in front of the other and see where it leads. The other thing that I know is that if I don't step into it, if I don't embrace it, if I sit back and hold on to the way I've always done things, then my mediumship will stifle. It won't continue to grow. And for me, that's not an option. You know, so I know I need to man up, basically, pull up my big girl britches and just follow the guidance and trust in the fact that my truth has never let me down before. So just know that this is the way that where mediumship is evolving to. It's the way we're headed. As I said, just in summary, the core basis of mediumship is not going to change. It will always be comprised of a connection to spirit, a connection to more than what we know, a connection to loved ones. The messages will always be rooted in evidence and proof and truth. But what we will see is more unique expressions of it. So be brave, people. You know, step into it. And because not just that, it's ultimately being a medium is about being of service to others. And we need to, and I'm just really feeling this impression from spirit, is we need to step into our uniqueness, into who we really are with our mediumship and our purpose for it, so that we can be of greater service, so that we can continue to meet the needs of others. Mediumship is not where it used to be 20 years ago, you know, and it's right now, it's where it is. It's evolving, it's shifting and changing, and in another 20 years, it's going to be evolved and different again. And we are part of that shift. And how exciting is that? But to keep being of service, to serve spirit in the way that they need us to serve people in the way that what they need from mediumship, we need to be brave enough to step into that evolution. So that's my thoughts for today, basically. And, you know, happy to take any questions around that. You know, any thoughts or questions around what you might have, any thoughts around mediumship, you know, what you're seeing of it in that way. You know, as I said, I use the example of Anthony Williams, a medical medium, because I do think that's a standout example and just would really illustrate what I'm talking about here. So, okay. No questions. Well, that's all good. Just means you're getting it, doesn't it? Okay, so as I said, I do have a little time to give you some insight, answer some questions, any readings, whatever it might be. As I said, there are some guidelines if you'd like a reading today, and that is that you like the page, that you share the live stream, and you comment that you have done that, so that then you ask a specific question. Now, yeah, only specific questions here, no general reads. So, yeah, so I'll just give you all a minute or so with that. Okay. And how's the weather where we all are today? It's a little overcast here in Sydney, because I'm hearing that I think I'm aware we're heading towards rain, and perhaps that's all down the east coast of Australia, to be honest. Tomorrow I'm heading up to Cairns, and it's supposed to rain all weekend. So, but anyway, we're heading up there to see Florida Georgia Line on Friday night, which is a little bit exciting and playful, Gem. Okay. Okay then, so I can see it's steamy, overcast, light showers for you, Gem. And Gem is on the mid-north coast of New South Wales. So, yes, I think that's going to be where it is for a lot of people. Okay, so, okay, well, I want to thank you all for joining me today. It's a little quiet, but it's all good. So please just, you know, share the video if it speaks to you. Get the word out about mediumship and evolution. Have a great day. 0 degrees in Ontario, Canada. Oh my God, Bridget. I don't know how you lovelies cope, honestly. And Cindy, she's my cousin, says it's a cool 26 degrees, clear skies in the Riverina. Okay, lovely. So Bridget, how long before it warms up for you? Because you are heading to spring. So yeah, how long before it warms up for you? Okay, as I said, just thank you for dropping by, guys. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for listening. And yes, let's keep the conversation going. Any comments? Another month or so. That's what I sort of thought. So yes, as you are heading towards the warmth, we are heading towards the cool. So so good to have you guys here. And God bless, and enjoy the rest of your day or evening.